Welcome to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith, and I've got a map pulled up on the screen of Arizona. These are all the counties in Arizona, and today I want to talk about Cochise County, Arizona. That is a square one down here in the bottom right corner. It's the southeast corner of Arizona. Bisbee is the capital down towards the south central middle is old mining town. And let's pull up the map on my website, the map search, RuralVacantLand.com's map search. And here's Arizona. Here is the bottom southeast corner of Arizona. And I've got numerous properties up for sale there. Let's zoom in. This one that I wanted to talk about today is one that's closest to Bisbee. It's this one right here. And this one is 16.26. I think it's basically 16 and a quarter acre. Asking $5,999. And nobody's bought it yet. So I thought we'd check out the pricing on this and maybe lower the price, present it a little bit so you can see where it is, and see if someone takes off with it. So they're asking like $215 a year in taxes for this property for 16 whatever acres. Is a pretty good deal. Bisbee historical mining and stuff going on up here. And so if we zoom in on this property, it's on this this road over here, unnamed road. There's a bunch of little roads around the area. I don't know why this one's on the map, but whatever. The should do some 3D action on this one, because the road's over here, goes through a wash and up onto the hill. I mean, it goes through a wash over here and comes around through another wash and up on the hill. This road goes back in numerous different directions. We'll look at that too. But I think you come in from this way without going through the wash. The property is, let's look at some lot lines. So you see this spread on the hill, and then it follows the ridge back of the hill, and then it drops down to the wash. You get a little clip of the wash there, so you could pump water out of the wash there into your tanks and have water. And then it's this spread on the hill. Let's take a look at this, and then we'll go back to the 3D. So you've got the Y. The Y is in the property. Not so much the down and across, though. And not crossing the stream. But looks like there's a bunch of bush around the area starting into the property here. And then this runs the backbone of the hill. So between the wash down here and the backbone of the hill looks like the vast majority of the property. But I mean, you could set up anywhere along here. So we're back to the 3D stuff. So we've got the property here. Remember, it goes down to the wash down in here, and it's got this Y and then running up the back of the hill. There's some more hills over here and hills over there. So you're in between hills. I don't think you've got any neighbors looking at you. You're not looking at any neighbors. Basically get the place to yourself and go build what you want. Might even be able to build into the side of the hill. Use the earth as your air conditioner. Temperature control. Warm at night, cool in the day. So this is the area. This area here. I wanted to zoom out some. There's a Mexican border down here. Town is over here. And these little roads go all over the place. So the little roads run the backbone here and go this way out to the main road. They also come down this way in numerous different ways, headed down towards the border. They run around. Lots of these are just probably border patrol kinds of 2-tracks that you can take, and they probably kind of maintain for you too, that you can run out to these bigger trails and run them over to, like this trail here. It's probably got culverts going across the wash and everything that you could use for rainy season. And even if you got to this one, you go out there and back the highway, or if you got to there, you can take this main road back to town this way. There's roads going all over the place, so it might be more of a boomerang shot to get to the main road than just straight through the wash there. But in the dry season, you probably just run that little trail straight through the wash and get up to the road. Wet season, you might be driving around. So that was the lot line again. This database is saying it's 16.27 acres. And look, it shows the topography over here. These hills looks very steep, and this one looks very steep, and then it's more rolling in between. So you can get some views of this one and views of that one. Let's look at the market. So Cochise County, Arizona, I did 15 acres and up to whatever the lowest price threshold was. And I did price low to high. So the cheapest 15 acres and up property should show up here. And this one's 16.27 acres. And it's the cheapest of its size class. Here's 15 acres for $6,550. There's 20 acres for $7,600. That's me as well. Oh, look at this. 40 acres for $8,300. That sounds like a good deal. That's probably the best competition so far. 20 acres for $11,000. 15 acres for $11,000. 37 acres for $12,000. So this is the best competition. Hightail land and cattle. Let's see. So this is way up northeast. See if they got a location. I think I know where this is. This is way further out of town than. I think mine's a lot closer to town. He's asking more money, but it's more than twice the size as mine. I know the guy that's selling it. I mean, he's a really nice guy, good guy to deal with. It's probably a really good property here. I might not be able to compete with this one. Yeah, see, this is right over the Arizona-New Mexico border. I think I've looked at this property in the past for other deals. So his property is over here, right here. You probably can't see the red dot, but you can see my cursor. And then my property is over here by Bisbee. And in my experience, the further west you go in Cochise County, the more the land is worth. You can almost split it up in thirds. Like the west of Dragoon Mountain and Bisbee is probably the most, Tombstone area. In my experience, the ones that sell the fastest for the most money. The middle third between Dragoon Mountain and these mountains, I forget whatever the mountains are called. If you run these two mountain ranges, this third is probably this a little bit slower sales, a little bit less money than over here. And then the land west of these mountains is middle of nowhere, and you get a lot slower sales and a lot lower price. That's just my experience. Now the right person that wants to go live over here and drive a couple hours to get supplies probably loves it, and it's great and it's awesome for that. No one around, low regulations, really Wild West kind of stuff. And so this is probably a great piece of property for the acreage and price, and the seller, the quality of the seller, just awesome. But if you want to be closer to town, supplies, school, shopping, groceries, stuff like that. I think mine is in the running a lot more than his. So with that being said, I think that's going to be the best competition. $8,300 for 40 acres. I mean, that's really really good. Um, I'll lower this one $1,000. I'm gonna ask 4,999, and that would still be, I'm less than half the size of his. He is. If I doubled the price of mine, it'd be 10 grand. He's still asking 8,900. I mean, if you're going for acreage, dollar per acre and stuff, he beats me hands down. But I think location, I got him pretty good on location. And so, yeah, take a look. This is going to be the cheapest one. It already is the cheapest one of its class, price wise. But I'll make it a little bit cheaper and see if that does the deal for the right person. I think this could be a great property. If you want to buy this one, I'll update my website to the $4,999 price, and there should be a link below in the description to get to this this website where you can do the buy now and take off with it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Luke Smith at RuralVacantLand.com.